What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with the man, Will Leahey. What is happening, Will?
Ninja wasn't on the show yesterday.
Really? I didn't notice.
The one thing all the fans seem to agree on is that Alo is better looking than I am. And Ninja, I think what we've really just discovered is that we have a bunch of closeted homosexual fans. And that's really, really what happened here. But I don't
even know where you're going with that.
They don't want to admit publicly that they like looking at me more.
All I know is, Will, she's better looking than me too. If I wasn't here and she filled in for me, believe me, the comments would have been the same exact comments. And you know what? Them's the breaks. But you're stuck with us. She will guest host from time to time. Perhaps she enjoyed it.
She did a good job, Ninja. And I can't say I disagree with the fans.
I'm going to start with our whip around the league. We're going to start off with Kyle Harrison, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this fastball, this changeup, as well as a slur from a home plate view. I wish more folks would use home plate views, at least occasionally. He faced Ty Block, who had 3 Ks in 3 innings, giving up 6 runs. He had this curveball, and then this sequence, we threw these back-to-back sinkers. One was a ball, and one was a strike, and they're pretty much the same pitch. And I guess it proves, if at first you don't succeed, throw the same pitch again, and maybe the umpire might call one a strike. Bailey Ober had 4 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 5 runs. He had this elevated fastball, his cutter, and changeups. He faced Logan Allen, who had 7 Ks in 6 scoreless innings. He had this fastball, sweeper, cutter, and changeup. A solid outing from Logan Allen. Justin Verlander had 3 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had this fastball, but the pitch of the game for him were his changeups. He had 5 swings and misses out of 7 changeups yesterday, which is not usually his pitch. He also passed Max Scherzer on the all-time strikeout list, which I'm sure is going to flip-flop for a while. I mean, no doubt. But the next up is Greg Maddux for the top 10. Is Justin Verlander a top 10 pitcher of all time?
I got him top 5 in the generation. Top 10 all time is
a lot.
It's a tough nut to crack.
I think it is too. I would appreciate an argument for it, but I don't know. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. He faced Bryce Wilson, who had 3 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had this fastball and cutter. Speaking of cutters, Cutter Crawford had 5 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run. And this fastball and these sweepers. Faced Miles Michaelis, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run and only 2 hits. Had these fastballs, including this front door 2-seamer, as well as this nasty changeup. Patrick Sandoval had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up only 1 run. He relied mostly on his changeups. And he faced Jose Urena, who I have to feature again. He had 3 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. He had this changeup and paintish slider. Can they take him out of the rotation so I don't have to feature him? Mackenzie Gore had 3 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this fastball and slider. He faced Christopher Sanchez, who had 8 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. Sanchez relied on his changeups over and over and over again. In fact, 11 of his 12 swings and misses this game were on his changeup. He also picked up a Jiffy Lube special, had a 52% whiff rate on his changeup this game, and his whiff rate is 42.5% on the changeup this season. It is a nasty pitch. Walker Buehler had 7 Ks in 6 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits, and he looked like prime Walker Buehler. This is a huge development for the Dodgers. I thought his first outing was a little average-ish. This one looked really good. His fastballs were up to 97 miles an hour, had these nasty cutters, his painted slider. I thought his best pitch was his curveball this game. Here's an overlay of his fastball and curveball, and you can see how those pitches play together when he's going well, like he was yesterday. A great outing from Walker Buehler.
That's Walker F. and Buehler to you, Ninja.
It is absolutely Walker F. and Buehler. Man is a human cuss machine. Not as bad as Liam Hendricks is a cuss machine, but Liam does it kind of funny. Walker just sprinkles them in.
It's pretty much hateful coming from
Walker. It kind of is, but I love it. Like, give me the mean pitchers. He faced Graham Ashcraft, who had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had these sliders, and picked up a sword. Seth Lugo continued to dominate with 10 strikeouts and 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. And this 2-seamer and 4-seamer, these sliders, and these curveballs went up to 3,523 RPMs. The man is a human buzzsaw. What's his Cy Young odds, Will?
Seth Lugo is currently sitting at 8th at plus 2,500, which I do think there's some pretty good value there, Ninja, if he keeps pitching the way he's pitching.
He is, but I think he's moved up since the last time he pitched, and I was harping on the fact that dude is being overlooked in the Cy Young race because it's not a fluke. He faced Ross Stripling, who had 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this White Castle special. Zac Gallen was really good yesterday with 10 strikeouts and 6 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. These fastballs and these hammer knuckle curves. He faced Jack Flaherty, who went 6 innings with 9 Ks.
Nice.
Giving up 2 runs, and had these fastballs, sliders, and nasty curveballs himself. Luis Severino had 3 Ks in 6 2/3 innings. He had this sweeper. Faced Braxton Garrett, who had 5 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, but gave up 6 runs. I don't care about the runs because he helped me win my K-prop parlay yesterday. He did have this elevated slider that was an pitch, as well as his changeup for a sword. Kevin Gausman had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, and his fastball and these wicked splitters. He faced Zach Eflin, who had 3 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this filthy curveball. Luis Castillo had 2 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this fastball, and I love this, where you just don't want to make Luis Castillo wait. Just sitting there on the bump, waiting for you to get in the box, and what does he do? Well, he doesn't fire a fastball. He gets you on a changeup. He's La Piedra, after all. He faced Grayson Rodriguez, who was outstanding yesterday, making his way back to the rotation after a little injury bug. He had 7 strikeouts in 6 scoreless innings, giving up only 1 hit. He had these changeups, sliders, and got absolutely fired up. Remember, go check out our episode on Baseball Dojo with Grayson Rodriguez. Great dude. We're all rooting for him here. Speaking of rooting for players, Shota Imanaga. Absolutely ridiculous again yesterday. He had 7 strikeouts in 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 4 hits. His ERA right now is 0.85. There's been no pitcher in the history of baseball since we invented ERA who had a lower career ERA after 9 starts than Shota Imanaga. Give this man the respect he deserves. What a freaking stud. He had these elevated heaters, this Expelliarmus fastball, and one thing about his mechanics, they throw hitters off. He has this little pause in his mechanics. You can see this from this home plate view. Well, again, with this lower arm slot and the way the ball comes out of his hand, high spin rate fighting gravity, better than other pitchers' fastballs at that same velo. Well, he gets a lot of swings and misses underneath his fastball. He also had these wicked splitters. Here's a breakdown of his pitches this game. It's about a 50-50 split between his fastballs and splitters. You don't know what's coming if you're a hitter. And he also has a wicked sweeper as well that's kind of underrated. But he doesn't really need to throw it because no one can hit his other stuff. Also love this body English on this foul home run. I mean, is it body English if he's a Japanese? Should it be body Japanese? Anyway, I love this body English. And yes, the ball did go foul. Of course, I envision this as kind of like a scene from Step Brothers with him letting one rip.
Was that a fart?
And big news, Shota is also searching for a Dunkin' Donuts sponsorship.
So if I'm being honest, I haven't really walked around too much. I mean, I've been going from the field back to my house. The only time I really go out anywhere is buy my latte at Dunkin' Donuts.
まあ多分よくいつもスモールアイスラテかミディアムアイスラテが
Either I order small iced latte or medium, so they probably think that, oh, this guy can't make up his mind if he wants a small or medium. So,
Yep. America and Shota both run on Dunkin'.
Ninja, if he was on the Red Sox, he would have a massive sponsorship already, and Red Sox Nation would be obsessed with this man. And I'll tell you one thing, as somebody part of Red Sox Nation, I am obsessed with this man. He is absolutely hilarious. I mean, from the introductory press conference where he's saying "Go Cubs, go," to just the way he answers, you can tell he's a funny guy. It's not just a language barrier. This guy's got great comedic time, and I'm ready for him to get fluent in English so I can just hear him speaking in my tongue.
I agree with you 100%. He's one of the guys in baseball that you see his mind working, and you know as soon as he has that thought process going, you're going to hear something you've never heard before. He's absolutely must watch on the field as well as must listen to off the field. Love this guy. He faced Bailey Falter, who did not falter at all yesterday. He had 2 Ks and 7 2/3 scoreless innings at these fastballs. Brad Keller had 4 Ks and 4 innings, giving up 5 earned runs, and had this painted fastball as well as his slider. And he faced yesterday's filthiest starting pitcher of the day, Luis Gil. The Gila monster was absolutely ridiculous yesterday. 14 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up only 1 run. In fact, his last 9 outs of this game were all by strikeouts. He set the Yankees rookie record, and the Yankees have been around for quite a long time as a franchise. Their rookie record for strikeouts in a game, breaking El Duque's record, who coincidentally threw out the first pitch yesterday. The Yankees have this mystique about them. David Cone threw his perfect game when Don Larson threw out the first pitch. And then you have this happen. Amazing stuff from Luis Gil. His ERA right now is 2.39. He had these fastballs up to 100 miles an hour. These changeups up to 94.4 miles an hour. Yep, he's got this freakish turbo changeup thing going, and they had up to 21 inches of run on them. Filthy stuff. He had 12 whiffs on his fastball, 7 on his changeup, 22 total swings and misses on the game. And I love this also from Garrett Cole. Cole can't be in there pitching, so what does he do? He helps his teammates by coaching them. Luis Gil gave him a shout out after the game, crediting Cole for some of his success.
It's really learning how to stay focused on what I'm trying to do out there, plan of attack. I have a great professor, Garrett Cole. You know, he's always around and always giving me pointers beyond, you know, the strategy of attack. You know, there's certain things that he's been able to teach me, and, you know, I'm right there listening and just putting it in use.
This is what a teammate does. Fantastic stuff from both of these guys. Now on to my filthiest relievers. Jake Diekman had this fastball. Michael Grove had this sinker and slider. Colin Holderman had this sweeper. Brian Hudson had this sweeper, and don't look now, but his ERA is 0.71. Put some respect on this man's name. Andrew Kittredge had these sliders and fastball, and I love this comment on Twitter that I got about Andrew Kittredge looking like a beer league softball pitcher. He kind of does when he throws. Mark Leiter Jr. K'd the side with his sinker and splitters and got absolutely fired up. Love it. I love myself some light show. James MacArthur, the general, had these curveballs. Andres Munoz had this 100-mile-an-hour fastball and slider. And here's an overlay of his 100-mile-an-hour fastball and slider. And you can see why when he's going right, you're totally screwed. Hector Neris had this splitter and fastball and got absolutely fired up. Adam Ottavino had this painted two-seamer. David Robertson, who's having a really good year, had these cutters. Ryan Stanek had this splitter. Kirby Yates had this painted splitter. Trevor Richards had these wicked changeups, and his changeup is one of the best changeups in the league, just visually. And Tyler Rogers had these sliders. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. And number 5, I am going with Mike Soroka. He had 7 strikeouts in 4 scoreless innings of relief yesterday. His fastball was up to 97 miles an hour, which is the fastest his fastball has been in his entire career. Yep, it looks like he's back. He also had this wicked slider. At number 4, going with Trevor Megill, who had these 100-mile-an-hour fastballs and this 99-mile-an-hour heater, and K-Scream. At number 3, we have Gregory Soto for these wipeout sliders. When he's on, this dude is filthy. At number 2, we have Shota Imanaga and his splitters. And hell, his body English too. And at number 1, I'm going to give it to Luis Gil for a number of different things, but we'll give it mostly for his 94-mile-an-hour changeup. Again, saying 94-mile-an-hour changeups shouldn't be a thing, but he and Edward Cabrera both do this stuff. And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. I don't understand how you eat a banana like this. I love it, though.
Well, number 1 rule of eating banana as a man is never make eye contact when doing such. But this guy could.
My picks of the day today are 3-leg parlay. I'm going to start with Jose Soriano for 5 Ks or more, then take Carlos Rodon for 7 Ks or more, and top it off with Corbin Burns for 7 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?